Napoleon's Integration of Europe by Stuart Woolf. Stuart Woolf's Napoleon's Integration of Europe is one of those books that is really a chore to get through. I read it for a Ph.D. course I was taking on Napoleon a few years ago. It was an optional read, and frankly, I chose wrong. First of all, Stuart does make some good points. Woolf's general thesis is that Napoleon ultimately failed to create the kind of empire he wanted, largely because of the empire's internal paradoxes. For instance, the economy would have worked great in peacetime, but Napoleon's regime depended upon war for its legitimacy. Napoleon demanded a metallic monetary system since the failure of the French Revolution's assignat system was still fresh in French minds. Additionally, the British blockade demanded more and more exertions for his military and administrative system, forcing him into disastrous enterprises like the Russian campaign. Napoleon believed he could order the economy around the same way he ordered troops around on a battlefield. Another paradox was Napoleon's insistence on the Enlightenment ideal of equality, even as he promoted the interests of elites throughout the empire, largely because he needed them for administrators. The result was that old order prejudices remained and thrived. Another theme is the increasing conservatism that Napoleon showed as time went by, which saw the emperor trying harder and harder to enforce uniformity and standardization through a diverse empire that neither wanted nor could fully integrate it. Now, these are all good points, but this book is just terrible to read. There are vast sections where the reader will hunt in vain for a point or an argument or even a strong declarative statement. It really is frustrating to find the arguments when the author had apparently gone to such great lengths to conceal them. Additionally, sentences in the first few chapters are incredibly unwieldy. In writing such as this, short, information-packed sentences are really the way to write. I had a professor tell me that each sentence should be like a boxer's jab, hitting the reader with information. Stuart's sentences go on and on and on, so much so that by the time you reach the end of the sentence, you have forgotten where it started. It is very frustrating. This problem does appear to go away toward the later chapters, as though an editor finally decided to intervene. Generally, however, the book makes for some very difficult reading. On the whole, Stuart Woolf's Napoleon's Integration of Europe is a mixed bag. There are some good points here, and his general thesis is essentially correct, but you will really have to work to read this book.